Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And today I'm going to talk about something that's kind of off the cuff. What my feelings are about this thing, and I'm sure a lot of you have dealt with the same thing. But how many of you have dealt with mismanagement in doctors' offices, mismanagement with their office staff, their scheduling? Well, there's a particular doctor that I go to, and this has happened two times. And an appointment's never made, and then they call me the day before and say I have an appointment. And I was like, this was never scheduled in the first place. This second time this has happened, I went and saw my doctor in February, and he wanted me to come back for something, and I talked to the person working the desk, and first the person said that what he wanted me to be scheduled for, there wasn't any availabilities. I needed to call back in a month. So I did that, and then they still did not have anything available. Well, about a month later, I get a phone call saying you have an appointment tomorrow. I need you to confirm. I said I didn't know anything about an appointment. Nobody said anything to me about this. So anyway, I said, well, I'm not going to be able to make this one, and they ended up rescheduling me for another day. So I mean, I got taken care of. But I called and talked to their office manager, and she got defensive and basically just said that it couldn't possibly be a mistake they made. She said it would have to have been a mistake that I made. She said I must have their office mixed up with another doctor. Well, no, that's incorrect. After actually on the advice of my wife, I started doing this a few years ago. Anytime I see the doctor or anything, she has me keep a journal of everything about the office visit, future appointments, and all that kind of stuff. And I had written in my journal for that day that I saw the doctor that they said they didn't have any future appointments available, and I was going to have to call back. Well, I had that written down in my records. But anyway, this woman, we kind of went back and forth, and I said, well, this is what happened. She said, no, it couldn't have. And then she said, well, if something like this happens again, go get me. I'm here all the time. I thought, fine, if that something like this does happen. If something like this happens again, I'm probably going to switch doctors, because I don't have time for a lot of nonsense, and that's what that is. I mean, but how many of you all deal with faulty office staff at doctors' offices, and then people get, when you complain about it, they get defensive and don't really try to do anything to help. How many of you all deal with stuff like that? I'm sure quite a few of you have, and I'd like to hear some feedback on what on experiences you all have had, and nothing specific, just kind of like just the fact that that the doctors' offices have been like that. They've claimed something, and then you tell them, point out something they did wrong, they get defensive and say it couldn't possibly be their mistake, it had to be my mistake. So anyway, like I said, long story short, if this comes up again, I'm switching doctors. I'm not going to be going to this doctor anymore if they can't manage their office staff. I honestly don't like that office manager anyway. I don't like her attitude. So anyway, I'm just kind of like just getting some stuff off my chest. Usually my show's about preserving history, especially obscure aspects of history. Looking for your ideas on things to talk about. Got a couple ideas written down, but if other ideas come up, I'll talk about them, like this came to mind. And as always, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.